The law he refers to seems to be the Stop Woke Act, which basically gives DeSantis the power to downplay the actual racial history of our country to appease those who look more like, well, Ron DeSantis.
Does Ron the Meatball even know how to spell the word woke? I bet he thinks that it's spelled W-O-A-K-E. Look, for something the right wing constantly fearmongers about, they sure don't seem to have a clue what it is, or even a definition for it. As you'll see here in this next clip of this conservative author who wrote an entire book about the dangers of woke ideology, but fails to even give a simple definition of the term.
Would you mind defining woke? Because it's come up a couple times and I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
So, I mean, woke is sort of the idea that this is going to be one of those moments that goes viral.
Viral it did, getting millions of views on Twitter. But let me clear up your little brain fart, Bethany. Being woke simply means that you are engaged and aware of social, economic, environmental, and racial justice issues and are participating and taking action on them. Now, does that sound dangerous to you, huh? Woke has become a catch-all phrase for anything the right wing does not like. Pronouns are woke, even though the right wing uses them. Clean energy is woke, even though it will save our planet. And now teaching our history of racism in this country is woke, which is now why fascists like Ron the Snack Pack have signed bills like the Stop Woke Act, which has now been blocked in federal courts, but has already had negative ramifications in Florida.
An Eastern Florida State College is making headlines for this. Canceling a U.S. government class after a student cited discomfort during a discussion on civil rights. One student, singular. Now, we don't know who the student was or the exact context of the discussion, but what happened was the class was canceled under the umbrella of Governor DeSantis' Stop Woke Act, which specifically bans the teaching of any lesson, especially those about race and racism, if the lesson makes any student feel discomfort.
Why would teaching our history of racism in our country make you uncomfortable? Nobody today is responsible for slavery. You would not feel uncomfortable unless you are doing and saying racist things still to this day. Look, acknowledging our history and learning from it makes us stronger as a country. And fascists like Ron DeSantis are trying to erase that history. They are pro-ignorance. And Florida Republicans have already introduced a bill to expand the Stop Woke Act, which will possibly ban courses on history, philosophy, humanities, literature, and more. This is Nazi-like behavior right here. Yeah, I said it. This is the censorship of public information and free speech. How about we ban guns, not books? I'm sure that's what the children and victims of gun violence would want. The Nazis started small, banning a few books, then targeting the youth, then moving up from there. Notice a trend? This expansion, coupled with the executive proposal from Ron the wannabe Trump himself, set to expand his notable Don't Say Gay bill law to all grades, which does not require legislative approval. Florida Republicans are trying to erase our history of racism because it exposes their racist actions themselves. And they're trying to eliminate the discussion of LGBTQ people's existence and trans people's existence because they're deathly afraid of their kids turning out gay or trans themselves. We cannot let these fascists win. We must show them that love wins, and we are stronger when we know our history. My name is Scott Johnson. You can find more of me on my YouTube, which is in the description below, The Gays. I am about to post another video, so you definitely want to go and check it out. You can also find me on TikTok. I have 62,000 followers. It's awesome. And most importantly, do not forget to smash that subscribe button to the breakdown. You know you want to.